Hello everyone, this is Season 5 and welcome to the Global Man's Toy Review. And today's review, we'll be looking at the 2010 release by Hasbro of the Marvel Universe Greatest Battles Comic Packs action figure review. And today's comic packs, we'll be looking at the Dark Avengers issue number 1 featuring the Dark Wolverine aka Daken and Dark Spiderman aka Mac Gargan's Venom action figures review. Now, I actually gotten this straight from a local toy shop near my area for 55 ringgit. Not a lot of places actually stock this up. Actually, Toy Us haven't even stocked this comic pack out yet. So when I saw this being stocked in that toy shop, I immediately bought it because I want to build the Dark Avengers team. You will notice at the front part of packaging itself, you got a comic book of the Dark Avengers issue number 1 at the back here, and at the plastic bubble there, you have these two figures. Of course, the comic packs don't come with the base stand. I really wish they do, but usually in the comic packs they never pack in with the base stand. You've got the Mac Gargan Dark Spiderman version, and you've got the Daken figure there of Wolverine. At the bottom you've got a nice two artworks of the Dark Spiderman and Dark Wolverine artwork, and here they stated Marvel's Greatest Battles comic pack. Now at the back of the packaging itself, you'll notice this is the issue number 1 of the Dark Avengers with the two figures. And here we have another comic pack, issue 175 of Cyclops and Dark Phoenix. Now, I already babbled long enough. Let's open up this packaging so we can molest the toy. Be right back. And we're back of the removing figures and the comic out from packaging. Now let's take a look at the comic itself. Now this is the issue number 1 Dark Avengers comic as claimed at the packaging now. Now those who read the comic would recognize the front cover. However, the moment you open the pages, this is what you're gonna get. This is not issue number 1 of the Dark Avengers comic. Issue number 1 Dark Avengers comic states in this storyline as Norman Osborn trying to, well, gather his team together to form as the new Avengers, replacing the previous one. However, in this comic it's just the Dark Avengers being assembled and get a few more people and try to invade, well, the X-Men Island. So this is quite misleading in the packaging as well. I'm not too sure why they chose the first issue cover and then use another storyline there. But the comic is really great. Let's take a look at the figures itself. Daken, aka Dark Wolverine. Now the paint job for the figure itself is actually not bad, but there are some quality control issues there. There are actually some spots here, some spots there, also some bleeding effect from the brown mask seeping through the flesh tone skin at the edge there, and also some scratch marks at the butt. You notice that. Also some scratch marks at the upper thigh here. So it's still alright. The paint job is really nicely done. Got the brown and dull yellow going on, pretty nicely done. The claws, however, the bottom part of the claw is more in silver, but the top part of the two claws there is smudged in black paint. I'm not sure why it keeps going on this. Either it's black or dark brown due to the glove itself. You notice there's more bleeding there. This is really a bit disappointing, but typical with Hasbro's quality control issues there. Eyes is painted in white. There's nice little dark brown lips there, or reddish, dark reddish lips. So it's still not bad. The left arm here is also painted with the tattoo designs as well, just like the character himself. Now let's take a look at the sculpt. The only thing new about this sculpt is the head and the wrist. However, the entire body itself is exactly the same with, well, Wolverine. However, I really am disappointed on the body itself because Daken there is quite a slim guy, not the short, pudgy looking, well, body. I really wish they would use something else rather than, well, reuse Wolverine's body. But if you want to be cheap and not use other figures, well, it's still okay. The figure still looks alright, and I really like the claws. Well, at least one hand of the claw itself. This one is more deformed, and you notice the head is a bit more smaller, more slimmer, more skinnier, because the original character is like that. But when you have that kind of smaller head and then you attach it to a really pudgy fat body, it looks kind of weird. Let's take a look at the articulation. The head actually can turn 360 degrees and look up straight a little bit and all the way down like so, because the sculpt of the neck itself is a bit hunched. Torso here can move back, forward, side to side, turn 360 degrees. Shoulders here can turn 360 degrees and raise the arms this far. Upper bicep turns 360 degrees. Elbow bends this far and the wrist turns 360 degrees. Now the hip joint here move all the way up like so and to the sides. Very nice. Double jointed knee that bends this far, and the ankle joint bends all the way down, all the way out and turns 360 degrees. Daken here is actually not bad. It's not really that great because due to the quality control issues and a really pudgy body. So if I'm going to give a rating out of this figure, I would say I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Still not bad. It looks really nice and I really like some of the articulation. So 6 out of 10 for Daken there. Let's take a look at the Dark Spiderman, aka Mac Gargan or Venom. Now I really love the paint job on this figure, really do. It looks very shiny for some reason, and it's just not a total black paint job. You got some purple streaks there. It makes it really nice. Now, however, the spider logo on the chest and the back, if you compare them, this one is a bit alright, but the back one, you see the thorax on one side is a bit more warped. So does this section here. Now if you compare to the original black costume Spider-Man here, this is more in flat black, and this one for the Mac Gargan version is more shinier. Looks very great. There's some quality control issues, of course. The top part of the eyes itself is more sharper. It's supposed to be like that, but on the other side it's faded off, so a bit disappointing there. The upper forearm here is also painted in white, so it's nicely done. Now let's take a look at the sculpt. Actually, the only thing is new for the sculpt is the head and the hands. Okay, they're trying to follow similar on the original figure itself, where one side of the right hand itself is in closed fist and the other side of the hand itself is open. So they're doing the same thing with a different, well, pose, but the entire body shares the same thing with, well, the Wrecking Crew's body, not counting Wrecker, of course. Seeing the same kind of a body sculpt, same thing. So there's nothing new, but I really love it. If you compare the size of it, Mac Gargan is way more bigger. Now let's take a look at the articulation. The head actually moves up a little bit, down a little bit, and turn 360 degrees. And if you want to, go side to side as well. Very nice. Torso here goes 360 degrees, move back, forward, and you can't go side to side. Shoulders here turns 360 degrees and lift the arms this far. Upper bicep turns 360 degrees. Very nice. Elbow joint bends this far and the wrist joint turns 360 degrees. Now the hip joints here move all the way up like so and spread the legs this far. The knee joint here is double jointed, so it bends all the way like so, and the ankle joints here pivot downwards, goes up and turn 360 degrees. So overall, I really love this version of the Dark Spider-Man because the paint job is really nicely done and really big figure. At least they use a proper size figure for the Dark Spider-Man version, and the head sculpt and the hand sculpt is really nice. And black suited Spider-Man there have someone to beat the crap out of. So if I'm gonna give a rating of this, he is actually a bit more better. Too bad he doesn't come with any accessory like the web shooting action there. I really wish they would give him that kind of accessory. So if I'm gonna give a rating of him, I would say I'll give him a 7 out of 10 because there are some quality control issues with this figure, but it's still alright. So I thank you all for watching. This is the end of the review. I'm Lunacy05 and I'm signing off.